Yesterday was a crazy day at Manchester United with three here we goes coming in for Wan-Bissaka, Mazraoui and Matthijs de Ligt. In today's video, we're going to round up all the news that's coming now on Man United reportedly making a 50 million bid for another forward. Reports coming in about UGARTE, the latest on that. We made a 42 million bid on him. Would PSG accept that bid? Some updates on McTominay still to be leaving. 2 more deals just for Fabrizio Romano. So we're going to give you a roundup of all the news that's come out yesterday and sort of late yesterday and this morning in 10 minutes. So we're doing our transfer roundup this morning as I went live last night. So it was said by Fabrizio Romano, there will be movements. Manchester United are not done. There could be someone that's going to come in as left back cover. There should be a midfielder. And if Sales come in, another midfielder. And if Sancho is sold, potentially another attacker. Romano said that Manchester United will be busy in the coming days with 3 or 4 players expected to join before the deadline. A new centre-back and right-back in Ligt Mazraoui has come in, and either a left-back or Mario Hermoso cannot be ruled out either. De Ligt and Mazraoui expected to join as a new centre-back and right-back. We're also looking to bring in a DM. If we sell McTominay, we could be bringing in 2 midfielders. If we sell Jadon Sancho, we could be bringing in an additional attacker as well. So there's a lot of news to dive into. So, what's been said on Wan-Bissaka? Our Wan-Bissaka will receive a payoff of around 5 million from Manchester United. Wan-Bissaka's transfer to West Ham is expected to be worth up to 20 million pounds. So, we've got 20 million pounds for Wan-Bissaka, including add-ons, and I think 5 million of that we're putting towards his payoff. So, we'll probably get about 15 million pounds for Wan-Bissaka in total, which is absolutely fine. I'm absolutely okay with. He wants a year's worth of wages to be paid off. I guess if he runs down his contract, he gets that signing bonus. I would have probably given him like 3.5 million payoff, but do you know what? We need de Ligt, we need Mazraoui. If that's what it's going to take, the extra 1.5 million to get the payoff done, there you go, Wan-Bissaka. It's just annoying that Man United players seem to get a payoff. I mean, other teams do payoffs, and obviously, but it just seems to be a particular Man United thing. But it is because we do give out ridiculous wages that no other club is going to pay, so then we have to pay off our players to leave, which is frustrating. So what else has come out? So triple medical ongoing right now. Aaron Wan-Bissaka will travel to London Sunday morning with a view to having his West Ham medical in the afternoon. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is now in London for his medical test as a new West Ham player. The formal process has just started, said Fabrizio Romano, and that Manchester United are planning de Ligt and Mazraoui's medical day on Monday. Medical tests are booked and formal steps to follow. So Wan-Bissaka medical today, de Ligt and Mazraoui medical on Monday. So a triple medical is ongoing at Manchester United, which is very, very good stuff. And there's believed to be an announcement potentially Tuesday, because Man United, if they can get the deal done, announced and sorted by I think Thursday midday, they can play against Fulham on Friday. And the goal is to have the Ligt Mazraoui available to play against Fulham on Friday. If the medical's Monday, it's finalised Tuesday. Announcement comes Tuesday or Wednesday. They're registered for the squad by Wednesday. They're ready to travel, go to the Fulham match, play against Fulham on the Friday. That is the plan, and that's the reason that United moved to get this deal done. Is one, because Wan-Bissaka to West Ham was finally done, but 2, we do not want to go into the first game of the season with Pellistri playing at right back, do we? Absolutely not. So again, us signing de Ligt and Mazraoui, big bonus. Hopefully they'll be ready for the first game of the season, which is the plan. Now the only thing that could go wrong is the medicals, really, so let's hope that the triple medicals go right for everybody. Continuing on to this story, and it did come out last night, but I didn't want to cover it last night because I just wanted to talk about like the news that, you know, is legit and real. But it's only right we cover it because I got a couple comments in my live chat last night asking me about it, saying, oh my god, we're making a 50 million bid for Evan Ferguson. What's your thoughts on Evan Ferguson? We've made a 42 million pound bid for UGARTE and PSG rejected that. And we made that a couple of weeks back. We told PSG the 42 million bid still stands. There is money. There is 50 million that Man United may be spending. But it's not going on Evan Ferguson. This has come out from the Daily Star. The Daily Star and the Sun, don't believe them. Daily Star and the Sun, Look, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm proved wrong. Man United are weighing up a late 50 million summer swoop for Brighton striker Evan Ferguson. But it's the Daily Star. We know from Romano Ornstein that the focus is on defensive midfield. And then if we sell an attacker, i.e. Sancho and Pellistri, we will then go for an attacker, but we need to sell to go for attacker. We've signed Xerxes, we have Højlund. We've got Xerxes, Højlund. Why do we need Evan Ferguson? Bruno can play centre forward, Mount can play centre forward, Sancho can play centre forward. Probably the one position at Man United that we don't need anyone for is centre forward. So I think Højlund can be a top player if we give him the service. I think Xerxes has something different. Bruno, Sancho, Mount can play there if worse comes to worse. I feel like the one area we don't need is centre forward right now. You know, we've got Aman and Garnacho and Rashford as our wingers. Sancho, we can find form, would be a good winger for us. 4 good options in the wing. But yeah, if Sancho and Pellistri goes, we'll go for an attacker, but we'll go for a winger. Because Sancho and Pellistri are wingers. I know Sancho can play in the middle. So I don't think we are looking even, Ferguson. I think it's Man United. Let's write something to get clicks. We don't follow the football news, so we don't know what's a realistic transfer for United. So we're going to link them to Evan Ferguson because that is the kind of player that United would sign, you know, talent coming through at Brighton and stuff. But he didn't have the best season at Brighton. Brighton want to sell him because they don't really rate him anymore. Let's be honest, probably a load of rubbish. Now, what isn't a load of rubbish is Man United making moves in midfield. Casemiro is expected to stay, but keep an eye on Scott McTominay, says Fabrizio Romano. Fulham obviously want to bring in McTominay. Fulham do have a few funds available from the Palhinha deal. Manchester United will focus on a midfielder, with Manuel Ugarte still priority target. To sign Ugarte, either PSG must lower the price or United sell a midfielder. Sander Berge and Amrabat are part of the plan B, so we're still focused on Ugarte. And as per Duncan Castle's report about a week ago, we made a 42 million offer for Ugarte to PSG, and PSG rejected that. And we've told PSG they accept that or we walk away. I think it's the situation with Ugarte. You know, 42 million for a player that they spent 51 million on that they want to sell and wasn't very good for them last year, and they've just signed his replacement. I think it's more than a fair enough bid from United. And if Ugarte, if they want 50 million for Ugarte, walk away. We could get Sander Berge and Yusuf Fofana for £50 million. That's 2 players, one that can cover Maino and one that can cover Casemiro for 50 million. Or you get Ugarte, who has also question marks around his form and has question marks about his ability in possession. Now, I like Ugarte, but there's no need to be spending 50 million on him. It was said that Manuel Ugarte is considered the perfect midfield signing internally, but the main issue is the price. 2 important options for United to sign him. PSG drop their price or United sell a player. But if we sell a player, then we have to overpay for Ugarte, and that's one thing I don't want to do. I'd rather just say, you know what, we walked away from Branthwaite. We got De Ligt and Euro. We won. We've got 2 centre-backs for the price of Branthwaite. You know, we won on that deal. Well, actually, it was like 20 million more than Branthwaite, but we wanted to bring in 2 centre-backs, Branthwaite and someone else. I think we wanted to bring in Branthwaite and Todibo, but Todibo's gone to West Ham. You know, we've got 2 centre-backs coming in. You know, PSG have to drop their price or we walk away. Honestly, if we got Sander Berge for 25 million because they wanted 50 million for Ugarte, I'm all for that. I'm all for that. I know he plays for Burnley, but from watching Sander Berge play, him at 25 million and watching Ugarte play is better than Ugarte at 50 million. I will tell you that now. Now, I like Ugarte, but only for the right price. I don't want to be mugged off. Now, what is the latest on De Ligt? What is the latest on Mazraoui? And what is a bit of insight into these deals? Matthijs De Ligt has only missed 27 matches through injury for club and country over the past 3 seasons, the same as Maguire, and fewer than Lindelof and Lisandro Martinez. And I think the biggest concern around De Ligt and Mazraoui coming in is, they've been quite injury prone the last year for Bayern. But actually, Mazraoui spent less time out injured than Wan-Bissaka last year. And De Ligt also spent less time out injured than Maguire and all of the Man United defenders in the last 3 years. So while they, haven't got the perfect injury record, which is probably what we need at United, but then Lenny Yora had the perfect injury record before joining United, then came in and got injured. It's good to see that, it's the injury proneness isn't as bad as, sort of first anticipated or first guessed. It was also said that De Ligt started communicating with Bayern that he wanted to leave before the Euros. He wanted to feel important in other clubs. This is the moment where United made contact with his agent. He had other options around Europe, but he only wanted United. De Ligt knows Ten Hag considers him a top player. De Ligt, Bayern wanted to sell, even though Bayern Munich fans were protesting not to sell him because Bayern Munich fans say he's their best centre-back over Upamecano and Eric Dyer and Kim Min-jae. Apparently they all said De Ligt is better. Bayern wanted to get rid of De Ligt. He didn't feel appreciated. He knows that Ten Hag appreciates him. He has a good relationship with Ten Hag. De Ligt was meant to come to United. He was always meant to come to United in 2019, but Mino Raiola was bitter and didn't let it happen, so he went to Juventus. He always wasn't meant to come to United. He always wanted United. Ten Hag is his coach. I can understand him rejecting other clubs for us. It was also said on Mazraoui that internally Manchester United believe that Mazraoui is an excellent right back and can also play left back, which I think is another big reason he's coming in, with Luke Shaw starting the season injured, but I don't think it's a serious injury. He's done it for Morocco and Bayern. This is why the club decided to invest in him. So that is your 10-minute transfer roundup to keep you guys up to date. Obviously, I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but there was the here we go for De Ligt, Mazraoui and Wan-Bissaka yesterday. This is all their latest on them. Manchester United now preparing moves for a midfielder. There could be 40 to 50 million to spend without a sale remaining this summer as well. So there could be 2 more deals. I do think any big surprise deals would depend on sales. So maybe keep an eye on McTominay, maybe keep an eye on Lindelof, maybe keep an eye on I don't think Casemiro go. Pellistri maybe. Sancho, there's talks of PSG ongoing. Could Sancho be used in a Ugarte deal? There's also rumours going about. So maybe keep an eye on those. But anyway, people, please do hit that like button. Of course, subscribe down below if you're new. Thank you for watching. Bye.